next person is, but best upon yourself. Right. Now, these are spiritual laws that Freemasons can recognize clearly or should be able to. Right? There's the law of cause and effect, which is karma. Here's the principle. Every action has a corresponding reaction, either positive or negative. Cartel's transformation, his early career was marked by controversial actions, that's true, including promoting violence, which many saw as negative. However, since his release, he has openly acknowledged his past mistakes, particularly the glorification of violence. By doing so, he is setting a new cause, one of reflection, personal growth, and responsibility. The positive effects of this new cause includes his increased popularity and respect as a reformed figure. That's the effect of the new cause. Remember, cause and effect. Here's the manifestation impact of that. By shifting his mindset and his actions, Cartel is aligning with higher vibrational energy. I can see that and I can feel that. As he works on bettering himself, his positive energy is manifesting positive outcomes, both in his career and his personal life. Who have eyes to see, let them see. I can see this clearly. My other Freemason people can see that clearly. Here is the law of vibration. Here's the principle. The principle of the law of vibration says everything in the universe is in constant motion and it has its own vibrational frequency. This is true. That's why different things have different colors, because they vibrate at different frequencies, right? That's why solid is different than gas, that's different than liquid, because it's all vibrating at a different frequency. To manifest a positive outcome, one must match the frequency of what they desire. These are facts. That's why your thoughts are very important. That's what we believe, and that's true. That's why thought vibration is a thing. Cartel's transformation, as Cartel shifted from controversial, rebellious figure to one who speaks of self-reflection and growth, his frequency also shifted. I can see it in his eyes and I can feel it. His energy, once associated with defiance and chaos, is now vibrating on a higher frequency. Cartel is now aligned with peace. He's aligned with self-awareness and personal accountability. Pardon me. These are facts. Now, what's the manifestation impact of that? Cartel's new frequency resonates with his goals of personal improvement. By becoming aware of his own energy and aligning with positivity, he is opening the door for better opportunities, both professionally and personally. Okay? That's the manifestation impact of him vibrating on a higher frequency. We're almost finished. Here is the law of correspondence. What does that mean? As above, so below. As within, so without. I say that all the time. This means that our external world reflects our internal state. That's what it means. Whatever you see on the outside, it is a reflection of what's going on with you on the inside. These are facts. So Cartel's outward success, his music and his influence, it reflects his inner change. As he is healed and evolved spiritually, his inner peace and his new mindsets are now being mirrored in his professional and personal life. Let me tell you something, people, I always say this. This is why I say to you, nothing is above my peace. You know why? Because I know that peace and prosperity goes hand in hand. Nothing above my peace. Because as soon as you start messing with my peace, you're going to start messing with my prosperity. That's why I don't keep negative people around me. And as soon as I realize that you're negative for me, I cut you off. Because you're not going to mess with my prosperity or my abundance. Hell no. My God-given peace, man, woman, or child, nobody's above that. That's why it's good to love your own company. You can stand by yourself and you can stand alone. He's more involved in family right now. He's focused on his business ventures and he has shown interest in his health, aligning with his growth as a person. What's the manifestation impact of that? Cartel is beginning to see the external results of his inner shift, right? Increased respect from fans and an ability to make choices that reflect growth and a new sense of purpose. The law of polarity. This is another law. What's the principle of the law of polarity? Thanks for asking. Everything has an opposite, and both extremes are necessary for growth. Cartel's transformation. Cartel's story is a powerful example of contrast. That's the polarity. From his criminal activities in the past and his prison sentence to his newfound position as a reformed figure in society, the polar opposite. His past and his present are polar opposites. That has given him clarity and strength to appreciate his current state and to motivate him and other people towards positive changes. What's the manifestation impact of that? The contrast between his former self and his current self has provided him with the tools to manifest a better future. These are facts. The tools what him have never come out of thin air. It came from the dark night of the soul. You can look it up. The tools that he's using to manifest a better future did not come from thin air. It came from the dark night of the soul. You can look it up. His realization of negative aspects of his past now drives his positive actions, and it shapes his decisions moving forward. That's why you find him not answering certain people that's trying to draw him into negativity. That's why you find him focus. Because he's building something else greater than music. What is the law of mentalism? This is the principle. The universe is mental and all is mind. Everything begins with a thought. You know, I always say that. Everything begins with thought vibration. These are facts. Everything that you guys see built, everything that you see, anything you can look at right now, the pen that is on your table, the table itself, all of that started out in somebody's mind. It started out as a thought, and then they put that thought to action and created it. Everything thought. That's why we always say, watch your thoughts, and thought vibration is real. So Cartel's transformation from a controversial figure to one who seeks personal growth is rooted in his mindset. You cannot fake that, people. His decision to change his life came from a shift in how he perceived himself and how he perceives the world around him. By choosing to focus on positive thoughts and goals, he has begun to manifest a new reality. What is that manifestation impact? Carter's mental shift has become pivotal in his physical and spiritual transportation. He's trying to exercise and be better physically, right? He continues to develop a positive mindset, and his external reality is following suit. He's producing positive outcomes in his career, his personal life, and his health. You can't fake that. You cannot fake that. That starts from thought. You cannot fake that. The law of attraction. This is the principle. Like attracts like. What you focus on grows. I keep telling you this, you people this. What you focus on grows. Stop paying attention to what you don't want. Stop paying attention to the negative people. Stop paying attention to those people who are haters. More than likely, they're your fans. Trust me, I have a lot of haters. I don't care. My name is worded anyway. So the more they call my name is the richer I become. So anyhow, but what you focus on grows.